What are we doing tonight?
Monday Night Esports.
No, but what's our bid?
Welcome to Monday Night Esports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another installment of Monday Night Esports. I'm your host for this evening, Matty B, and I'm joined once again by Kwan, Mr. Darren Kwan. How are we doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing really well. How are you, Matty?
I'm fantastic. We've got a huge night lined up with all the esports action.
Yeah, we do. You know, there's going to be the community week that happened. We've got the community highlights, community interviews, and we're in the quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals, and we can't wait to show you all the things we have lined up tonight, but we can't show you anything without the support from our sponsors, PwC, our strategic sponsors who help us with everything in the grassroots, building it all up from the bottom in the club level and all that sort of cool stuff. And of course, the beautiful people at the Australian Computer Society, our foundation partners who love all things tech and things like that with all the whizzes and the gizmos.
You mean computers?
Yes, computers. Epic. You love computers and stuff. Now, Darren, how have you been, man? What's been happening?
Yeah, no, it's been a great week. It's been an exciting time. There was the esports meetup at Spawn Point Bar on Friday night.
Yes.
From what I had her birthday. Congratulations.
Happy birthday to Punzi.
Yep. And I've been playing a lot more CS.
Are you getting better?
No.
Excellent.
Proving my age.
Darren's not getting better at CS. I'm still going to the pub. And Punzi's got another recap of all things that happened in the AEL University Cup. So Punzi, please tell us what's been happening.
I'm Punzi and welcome to the League Watch. Last week, the AEL University Cup top 8 were decided for CSGO, Rocket League and Dota 2. The top 8 teams from each game will be moving into the quarterfinals, with the first match taking place on Tuesday the 25th of September. Our top 8 teams moving into the quarterfinals for CSGO are ESM Black, ANU Esports, RMIT Esports Black, UQ Union Purple, UniSA Esports, ESM Blue, RMIT Esports Red, and UNSW Yellow. Moving on to Rocket League, the top 8 teams moving into the quarterfinals are RMIT Esports, UQ Union Purple, the Boomers, UNSW Light Rail Dreamers, ANU Esports, QUT Esports Orange, ANSW Aerial Angels, and UNSW Bin Chickens. Concluding with Dota 2, the top 8 teams moving into the quarterfinals are Sixth Sense, Faster War Boys, RMIT Esports, UOW Esports, 4.5 Men, UNSW Ding Dongs, XD Kids, and Murdoch Vikings. Congratulations to all the teams moving into the quarterfinals. I'm Punzi and I'll see you next week.
Thank you for that update, Punzi, and congratulations to all our quarterfinalists. We've had so many different teams make the run through to the finals this season.
Yeah, there's some really standout clubs there. RMIT being one of them. What about, what do you think? Who's the standout team?
UQ Union's done really well this season. They've really grown themselves in all aspects as well, and their engagement with the community is insane as well.
Yeah. Talking about engagement with the community, what happened in Community Week? What was that all about?
Well, Community Week we had 3 days of some stream matches. We had PUBG on Monday, did some Hearthstone on Tuesday, and Friday night we wrapped it up with some Rainbow Six Siege. So that was a pretty cool week. I mean, PUBG was a lot of fun. I even played in that one, so that was a good time.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah, I'm definitely Australia's best taxi.
Yes, and we've got some footage of that, I think, coming up too.
Yeah, maybe. And then Hearthstone was pretty good. It was interesting to cover a TCG, well, just a card game, really.
Yeah.
A collectible card game. I guess because,
CCG.
yeah, CCGs, yes, epic. But it was pretty cool to see. Personally, I haven't had much involvement with the game myself, but I have played lots of card games as a kid, Yu-Gi-Oh! I started playing Magic recently and things like that, so it's really cool to get involved with that. And Ocean Man, he knows way too much about a game like that.
It's a great format, great game. It's played by millions all around the world.
Exactly
Absolutely
right.
millions.
It's something Blizzard does really well. And of course, we also wrapped it up with Rainbow Six Siege, one of my favourite games at the moment, and all the guys, exactly right. It was so sick. And UQU are the first team to ever go back-to-back in any of our University Cup events. They've won both Rainbow Six events so far.
Well done. I mean, they've got a strong lineup over there, and they obviously love that game. And you know what that tells me? All the other clubs have to step it up and get a Rainbow Six lineup ready and organised. Big things. Competitive.
Big things. Yeah, and it was a sick week. And then we've got some awesome highlights to showcase as well this week. But before we talk about the highlights, just really quickly, the more highlights we get, the more opportunities people have to win our special giveaway we're doing. The best community highlight this season gets not just a PlayStation 4, but one of these beautiful AEST AEL monitors that are sitting behind me, and gosh, they are pristine.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look at what's happened. We've got a fantastic clip from Chucky from UNSW Blue in an Overwatch game, and we've got some fantastic Need for Speed skills from your boy Matty B. Let's have a look.
This week in the community highlights, sent in by Chucky from UNSW, who gets behind UQ Union and earth shatters the entire team.
Lastly, we have a submission from Matty B playing PUBG in the community week.
Where's he going? Oh, he's going to hit a bit of a jump. Get some airtime, boy. Here we go. Yep,
hey.
The big man is going to roll it. He's rolled it.
That's all for this week's highlights. Tune in next time.
Fantastic plays from the community and myself. God, I'm an expert at games, aren't I?
Yeah, you know, Chucky getting behind the UQU team there with his Earthquake as Reinhardt. Absolutely awesome. You always got to love, you know, when you're in a game, you get to do something like that.
Cheeky.
Yeah, a bit of a cheeky play. And then Matty, there in the car, driving around on PUBG, doing some tricks, getting some air.
I was a huge Dukes of Hazzard fan as a kid.
Yeah.
So the orange dasher, the big hill, everything just screamed at me. I had to do it to him.
Mate, great plays. You know, fortunately you didn't die when you did that.
It's because it was calculated.
Kept in the game.
Physics. And you know what, that's another entry in the running to win one of our PlayStation 4s and AOC models, who are our fantastic sponsors who provide us these beautiful displays. And of course, you know, on those displays you get to watch some fantastic gameplay thanks to OVO, our telco media partner, who stream it all out to the people at home in high definition. So you got to love those guys who help us out. But you know what else we love? Community interviews from the players.
Yeah, I mean, the last ones we got last week were amazing. So can't wait to see what we've got this week.
Yeah, the Faster Ball Boys certainly set a very high standard. So we've got one from UQ Union this week. So let's have a look at what they've got to say to us.
What kind of challenges did RMIT put up?
RMIT, they were a good team. Aim-wise, they were pretty much on par with us. Their T-side executes were really good. Like, they did their stuff, especially on cash. That took it out on us a bit. First map though, Mirage, they were getting the first picks, yeah, for sure. So I think we made a lot of mistakes on Mirage CT side, so yeah, really good team actually.
Now you guys have clinched the playoffs, how you guys be preparing?
The playoffs, so just whatever we can. We're students, we're uni students, so we got study to care about, but we'll put in our effort, you know, go through maps. Right now we have a good 4 map pool, so I'm confident just adding extra practice and stuff.
Who's your MVP this round?
Definitely Justin. Kobo, otherwise known as. So yeah, Kobo, just picking up the orb, 30 kills both games. Can't do much else than that, yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Too easy.
Thanks for that one, Asa from the UQ Union, telling us all his thoughts after their matchup against RMIT. Once again, congratulations on qualifying for the finals. Now, with these community interviews from our staff and players alike, you can go into the running to win a Nintendo Switch as well as another one of these ASC monitors. So make sure you submit those clips to us, guys. You want to get to know you, because there's a lot of interesting stuff to find out about these players.
Yeah, there's almost over like 800 players in the league at the moment. We want to know who they are, other than just an alias on the screen. You know, so it's all awesome.
I want to put some banter to those names. You know,
yeah.
I want to know what you're about.
Yeah, that's right.
Because everyone knows what I'm about, son, and that's esports.
We're gonna dig deep. We're gonna do some exposés. You're gonna do a lot of like, you know when you watch those documentaries, and there's a lot of those scenes where you look into the sky and you ponder something, and you got the voiceover.
Like the Valve player profiles from the CS:GO majors, where they're like super like deep and meaningful. Like, I grew up in a small town and my parents hated computers, but I persevered, and now I make a lot of money playing esports.
And you know, if everyone can just do that on their mobile phone, send them in. You know, winner gets a Switch and an AOC monitor. Exciting.
Exactly right. And you know what's this exciting? We've had another huge week in the news this past week. I mean, we had a WoW event held quite recently.
Yeah, so it was the Blizzard World of Warcraft finals over the weekend for the ANZ region. That was awesome. You know.
Everyone loves a bit of WoW. Personally, not the biggest MMO fan, but you know, I'll get crucified for that. But you know what? Don't really care.
There's something for everybody in gaming.
Exactly right. It caters to everyone's needs. And you know what catered to my needs? Well, Rainbow Six Siege had their ANZ finals recently, where we had Atletico facing off against the fan favourites Fnatic in the final to take top seed in ANZ, heading over to Japan. And Atletico upset Fnatic 2-0 in an absolute phenomenal series.
That's a major achievement.
They played textbook Coastline. They smashed Fnatic 6-2. It was a crazy match. I remember I was watching it with some of my mates and we were going off in the Discord what was happening.
It's great to see when there's Australian talent. It's just global standard. You know, it may not always be in the top tier, you know, big games like CS and then LOL and so on, but Rainbow Six is up and coming and we're leading the charge there.
For sure, because like we've already got a team that's top 8 in the world and they just lost to another team domestically. So I mean, something that's really good for the region. Ecosystem building up.
Yeah, exciting.
We've also had some more stuff happening. Washington DC, their Overwatch League team just signed a new coach.
Yeah, first female coach in the Overwatch League, which is awesome. We want to see more of that. You know, there's a lot of talented girls out there. Yeah, deserve to be getting involved. Yeah,
they picked up Avala, who's going to be their assistant coach, headlining. They've got a full coaching roster. They've got the main coach, they've got analysts, they've got managers, they've got the assistant coach. So much there, and she's got so much experience. She used to work with the Optic Academy side in the old Challengers League, and she's been all through her career and whatnot. So certainly a lot of experience for that lineup going forward.
Yeah, that's an exciting thing about the Overwatch League, how much support they put into all the teams and those franchises hold. So yeah, can't wait to watch how that rolls
Season
out. 2
is going to be huge. And finally, speaking of huge, Ninja, probably the biggest name in just the gaming scene at the moment in esports. He was on the cover of ESPN Sport magazine.
What an achievement to have a gamer sitting there. You know, arguably to us, athlete, to some others, not, you know. But, you know, sitting on the cover of ESPN, Ninja is absolutely an icon and it's really broken through some barriers to do that.
Exactly, and he told this story about his entire career. He started in Halo, he was a pretty big deal in Halo as well, probably one of the top 20 players of all time to ever touch Halo.
Yeah.
And of course, his rise in fame on Twitch due to Fortnite, and how that's affected his personal life. You know, the dealing with us celebrity. Like he can't go out in public much anymore because he gets swarmed. So it's just really like eye-opening to how his life has changed.
Yeah, he went from, I think he only had like 10,000 followers or something from his Halo career.
I mean, only, but yeah.
I mean, you know, but you know, that's a humble place to be when you're sitting there now, and I think he's
the most followed person on Twitch.
Yeah, and he influences like 130 million people around the world. He's one of the top 5 biggest influencers in all categories.
More than like athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo and stuff on Twitter. So definitely got a huge reach there. So congratulations to him.
Yeah. Look forward to seeing more gamers on that, gracing, you know, the front page, maybe the Time magazine.
Time?
You know?
Yeah, Forbes 30 under 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to see.
Definitely doable. But that's all for this week here on Monday Night Esports. Make sure you tune in tomorrow on Tuesday when we start our quarterfinals round with Counter-Strike, following then with Rocket League on Wednesday and Dota 2 on Thursday. So certainly do not miss any of the action. Once again, thank you, Darren, for joining me here on Monday Night Esports. It's been a pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure. You know what happens after the playoffs? Grand finals. What are you wearing?
I'm thinking of a salmon colour this time. Okay. You know, just something a bit different. Not sure yet.
If you've got some ideas for Maddie's new suit jacket for the Season 2 Grand Finals of the University Cup, just
tweet me.
Tweet them to us. Yeah.
MaddieB_CS. Send it in. That's all from us this week here at Monday Night Esports. From all the guys in production, ourselves here on the desk, thank you for watching. We'll see you all next week for more Monday Night Esports.